Hi, and welcome back to my journey. I just wanted to give a quick 1 week update. I started my water titration. I've been waiting. I was going to do this 2 or 3 days ago, but to be honest, I wasn't feeling very well at all. And I don't want to blame it on the titration because I've been doing these dry cuts now for a very long time, and anything new for me, kind of gets me flustered and whatever. And so I don't think this is much different. Looking at this, liquefying the tablets, whatever, it's all a change. So, but what I have noticed is, and like I said, going into this, the reason I'm doing this is because the cuts were getting harder and harder. So I wanted to try to find something that would be, hopefully a little simpler. Maybe I'm fooling myself, but that's my hope. So it's Sunday now. Today has still been, haven't been feeling fantastic, but all in all, not too bad. Again, anyway, what's important is I wanted, for me, I wanted to document this, and that's really what this is for. And for anybody out there, if you watched my previous video and the one quick one that I figured out how to show the spreadsheet, although I should have zoomed in on it. So I don't know if anybody has an issue with that, let me know. I'll try to make another one. And I'll zoom in because I know as my eyes are getting older, like even right now. So today, after a week, I am at, let's see, today I took 33.6 milligrams down from 34. So again, it goes down slower, and I was coming down a half milligram every 2 weeks. This will put me at just a little over half a milligram when I get to the second week of this. I've noticed, again, I don't want this to be I don't want anybody to read too much into this, because again, this isn't for everybody. Again, consult your doctor. But, and I did, and she actually thought it was very cool, which is interesting because I have a doctor who is on board to help me do this. And yet while we were talking about the benzodiazepine withdrawal and all the rest of it, she really keeps, her mindset is still very much on the addictive side. Not that I'm an addict, because she knows I've always taken it as prescribed, but that's where I can just tell that's where her mind, everything she speaks about goes towards that. And for me, I'm a very, very small subset that just genetically, doesn't do well coming off these medications, which I just don't think that's true, and that doesn't mean I'm right. But I found that interesting. Even the doctors who are willing to work with you and willing to, and she did. She said, email me all the more of the stuff that you found, and she thought it was amazing that I had this. I mean, you can find these all over the internet. And I said, yes, people who were trying to get off these, who doctors won't listen to them, came up with this on their own. The water titration, she thought it came from Dr. Ashton. It didn't. It came from people, just the everyday Joe, trying to figure out how to get off this crap. Anyway, I found that interesting. So that was free. So is, I guess, my opinion, right? But anyway, overall, I think for me, I think it's more in my head more than anything else, because rather than making a cut and then going through whatever, and then having a little bit of a respite and then doing it again, at least that's what I was, in my head. This is every day you're doing something, every day it's coming down just a little, but every day you're doing it. And that makes it different. It's a change. It's moving my cheese, if you will. So I don't read too much into it. I also, if I had done my cut, I may have been flat on my back. And to be fair, I did a couple days where I did some slight yoga. Very slight, but some stretching, whatever, because I really want to try to maintain what little bit of muscle I've got left on my body. My walks, I've skipped a few days. We've had freezing temperatures. I know it's Florida. Some of you have had below zero and below that, but there was a couple days I didn't have it, so I didn't do it. I went today and I realized, yeah, after missing a few days, it was harder. And I have people home with me today, so. But again, I'm going to continue doing that. But getting back to the point of this video, and that's this liquid titration, I very much like the way you can look at it and you can see. I don't like drinking the water. I'll be the first to admit it. You know, if you find a way that, you know, gives it some taste other than, you know, just drug water. But again, since the way when I showed, I balanced it out to where 100 milliliters, it's not so bad. Even after I re-rinse it and swallow it, it's got kind of a negative effect. So I just make sure I've eaten a little before and I eat right afterwards. This is my afternoon time. I wait, you know, my stomach if it's a little upset anyway, it helps with eating, and that way then that you know, that really nasty whatever doesn't affect me. But anyway, I really don't have I don't want to put an opinion out there what I think about it just yet, because I think it's way too early, especially for the way I know that I work. I think it takes according to everybody, 21 days, 3 weeks is what it takes to create a habit. And I've been doing this other thing, you know, just taking pills in general for a very long time. So I'm going to give this some more time. But I wanted to reach back out, let everybody know out there that because I do have a few subscribers, so God bless you. And everyone else that comes across this video. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, things have been a little bumpy. But overall, things are moving along. And I think this is probably going better than maybe realistically than I had hoped. So I'll put it that way. I know I was putting on a very brave face whenever, but this, you know, again, it was a change, and it was difficult because I don't like anything about medications, never have, don't like taking them, nothing. And I think most of you can relate to that. So liquefying it and drinking it is but knowing each day that I'm, you know, that it's kind of like checking a little box, you know, it just makes you feel good that, okay, today I'm a little less. But then I think, well, what happens if if I get into a problem? Well, then I hold, you know, no big deal. I just do the same thing every day for a while. I say that very easily, but again, you know, there's things that I say and actually what, you know, I actually do in real life or at least express on this video. Obviously, we all try to put our best face forward, I guess. But I'm trying to keep this as real as I can. So, yeah, I'm not ready to make a judgment one way or the other. I am going to continue this, though. I think this gives me my best chance of success. And I'm going to stay with that until I do a video to the contrary, which I don't plan on doing. And with that, thanks for everybody for your comments, for your suggestions, for your people have reached out through email. I just really appreciate it. We all need support through this. And just thank you. So love and light to all of you. And I'll see you again. Thanks.